Hello. On today's class, we are going to balance chemical equations. Now, on the board, I have two equations. And in every chemical equation, we have two sides, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So we have the left-hand side and the right-hand side. The left-hand side, we refer to it as the reactant. The right-hand side, we refer to it as the products. Now, our aim in balancing chemical equation is to ensure that the number of each atom present in the reactant side is equal to the number of that same atom present in the product side. Hence, let's go. So, first of all, I will draw my table. So here I have elements. R is for reactant, P is for the products. Now, let me list out all the elements that are involved in this reaction. So here I have hydrogen. Here I have oxygen. Automatically, the same elements will appear in the product. Let's confirm. In the product, I have hydrogen and I have oxygen. Now, let me balance the number of atoms present in each. So we come to the reactant side. How many atoms of hydrogen do I have? 2. This represents 2 atoms of hydrogen. So I have 2 atoms of hydrogen. I will go to the product side, look at hydrogen. How many atoms? I have 2 atoms of hydrogen. So hydrogen is okay. I will go to oxygen. In the reactant side, I have 2 atoms of oxygen. And in the product side, I have only 1 atom of oxygen. Only 1. Now, I am going to balance this oxygen. Now, I want to make 1 to become equal to 2. Now, remember, whenever you're trying to add a mole in order to balance, what do? We either multiply or we divide. Let me say that what I will use to balance 1 to make it 2, let me call it letter A. So I can say that 1 times A is equal to 2 because I want it to be equal to this and I have to multiply. So I will make A the subject of my formula and I'll have 2, this one will come to this side and I'll have 2 divided by 1, or rather divide both sides by 1 is the same thing. So 2 divided by 1 will give me 2. So it means that if I multiply 1 by 2, I will automatically have 2. So I will go and add this 2 to where I have 1. Where do I have 1? Here. And in balancing, I'm adding moles. I will only add moles. I cannot add this subscript because they are valency used in writing the formula. So these 2, I will add it here. Now, anytime you add a mole in your equation, you start from the beginning and cross-check. It can affect any of the atoms you've balanced before. So let me start from the beginning and cross-check. Then let me start again. Here I have 2 atoms of hydrogen. And on the product side, I no longer have 2 atoms of hydrogen. This becomes 2 times 2. So 2 multiplied 2 will give me 4. So I have 2 multiplied 2 giving me 4. So now I have 4 atoms of hydrogen on the product side. So I have to go and balance 2 against 4. Now in balancing, remember, I want to make the small value to be equal to the big value. So I will now tell myself 2 multiply A is equals to 4. So if we divide both sides by 2, I'll have that A is equals to 2. So it means that place that I have to add something, I will add 2. So I'll come to this side because that is the place I'm dealing with. and I'll add 2. Remember, we are adding only moles. So once I add, I will start again because I've added a mole. Let me start from the beginning again and cross-check. This is what you continue to do until your equation is well balanced. But with consistent practice, you don't have to go through all these processes again. You will just be fast doing it. So now I will say I have 2. So here I have hydrogen. I have 2 times 2, giving me 4. And on the product side, I have 2 times 2, giving me 4. So hydrogen is balanced for now. Then come back to oxygen. On the reactant side, I have 2 atoms of oxygen. On the product side, I have 2 times 1. I have 2 times 1, giving me 2. So automatically, this equation is now balanced. Do you enjoy this? Let's quickly try out another example. Okay, here I have that aluminium oxide reacted with hydrochloric acid to produce aluminium chloride and water. So let's bring out the elements that are present in this equation. I have aluminium, oxygen, hydrogen, and chlorine. On the product side, let me confirm. I also have aluminium, chlorine is here, hydrogen is here already, and oxygen is here. So now let's balance. So now, how many atoms of aluminium is on the reactant side? How many? As you can see, it is 2. 2. So I have 2. I go to the product side, I have 1. So now, we want to make 1 to become equals to 2, since 1 is the small number. So I'll say 1 times A is equals to 2. So if I divide both sides by 1, I'll have that A is equals to 2. So where I have to put A is here. Remember, we're adding only moles when balancing. We add moles. We don't use to add these subscripts. Okay? So I will come here and I will put my 2. I will start again because I've added a mole. I will automatically start from the beginning. So here I have aluminium, 2 atoms. Here I have 2 times 1, and I will have 2 because this is supposed to be 1, but we don't write 1. So I will say 2 times 1, I have 2. I will go to the next element, oxygen. Here I have 3 atoms of oxygen. No oxygen here, okay. Then here, I don't have oxygen here. Here I have 1 atom of oxygen. So I will make 1 to become equals to 3. I'll say 1 times A is equals to 3. So if I divide both sides by 1, I'll have that A is equals to 3. So where do I have my oxygen? Here, I'll add 3. I've added a mole. I'll start from the beginning to check. So I have aluminium, 2 atoms. Good. Aluminium here, 2 atoms. So oxygen, reactant side, 3 atoms. Oxygen, product side, 3 times 1 is 3. So I have 3 atoms. So I'll go to hydrogen. Hydrogen on the reactant side, I have 1 atom of hydrogen. And on the product side, I don't have here, I have 3 times 2. And 3 times 2 is 6. So I will make 1 to become equals to 6. I'll say 1 times A is equals to 6. Divide both sides by 1. I'll have that A is equals to 6. So I'm adding on the reactant side where I have hydrogen. So here it is. I'll add 6. I've added a mole. I will start from the beginning to cross-check. So I have aluminium, 2 atoms. Product side, 2 atoms. Oxygen, 3 atoms. Product side, 3 times 1, 3 atoms. Hydrogen, 6 times 1, 6 atoms. Hydrogen, 3 times 2, I have 6 atoms. Now let me balance my chlorine. So my chlorine, here I have 6 times 1 is 6. So I have 6 atoms of chlorine here. Here I have 2 times 3. 2 times 3, I have 6. So at this point, the equation is balanced. Hope you enjoyed this class. You can drop your questions in the comment section and I will definitely attend to it. Bye.